rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Caner Universe, Joe Robaina here of American Cane Self-Defense. And boy, I was out there just absolutely gorgeous today doing the morning cane workout, and I got to thinking, and by the way, before we get into today's topic, if you're not, every opportunity you get to take your cane out there and do your cane exercise and your cane workout, don't pass up on that. This is best done out there outdoors, and you get that fresh air going. And if you don't know how to do that, if you feel that you don't have enough material with your cane, you don't know what to do, that's a surefire sign that you need training, and I'm going to talk about that today. But I was out there, we're getting a lot of calls now in the headquarters during this time of the year for a lot of, I'm calling this the Caner Christmas wish list, right? Because it's a holidays and calling in and, hey, what should I get to make this a Caner Christmas? So I'm going to cover that, and I am going to get to canes. But before we get to canes, I'm going to start off with the most important factor, which is training. You hear me talk about it all the time. Doesn't matter to me what cane you're carrying. You're always going to be limited. That is the most important topic when it comes to anything related to canes, is what can you do with it, right? But purchasing canes, they're fun. Maybe you're a collector, but it all comes down to what you can do with the tool. So I'm going to start off by the number one list out there. If you can do it, if you're a caner, maybe you've set it up as a goal to come down to the headquarters in Miami for the annual. There's two annual immersions that we hold as a 4-day training event, and we always limit participation and the size of the group for your best training experience. That's the way we've always done it over the years. It always happens in the winter cane immersion, and then we also have one in the fall. The one in the winter is always in February, and the one in the fall is always in September, and the topics are different. The next one now here, 2023 February, you have the American Cane Boxing Certification, and that's a very popular curriculum with close quarter combat done with the ACB 32, which I'll talk about in a minute. But for most caners, that is the premier. Don't take just my word for it. Look at what caners say about coming down to Miami and going through that caner experience. Right? It's considered the premier in-person cane training. Just go ahead and look that up. Now, that said, if I have to choose the number one thing, if you're brand new to this, and even if you've trained before but you don't have structure, you don't have a program, the first thing you want to go with in terms of caning, I'm going to recommend, is the Cane at Home 6-week challenge. And that allows you to get trained anywhere in the world effectively, efficiently, and enjoyably. Just read the reviews, and we take the technology available, we show you how to do that, and then of course you have the curriculum, the ACSD curriculum, which lends itself perfectly, beautifully to at-home solo training wherever you are. You don't need a lot of room, and you're going to have a set of trained eyes with an ACSD certified coach who can give you the feedback, the support, the accountability, and the correctives that you're going to need to make this real. Get this straight. Take a look at me. Watching video alone and having access to DVDs, you're not going to make it that way. That's not tangible. That's not outcomes based. You're going to need the feedback, just like playing a musical instrument or watching video alone. Where are you going to get your feedback from, right? And so that should be the first one, is take a look at the Cane at Home 6-week challenge. And before you do any of this, get on the phone, let's have a conversation. And it doesn't matter to me, I have injuries, I have limitations. A lot of our caners, if not most, have those things. It's up to the coaches, to the professional, to take a look at that, take a look at the ACSD system and the principles, and see how you can circumvent the training to make this effective and make it real for you. But that's what you want to do, especially, and you want to do that now, so that by 2023, you already have a game plan in place. So that would be the first one. Now, for those of you that are already your ACSD leader graduates, you did the first level of training, you graduated from the Cane at Home 6-week challenge, your next step is advanced. That's the advanced course, and there's 3 ways to navigate that curriculum. And that should be a goal. Now, if all you ever do is just go at the leader level, and that's all you ever did, that's fine. You're going to be effective to where you can't just walk out with your cane and people randomly put their hands on you, because you're a force to be reckoned with. You know exactly what you're doing, and you're going to learn how to do that quick. But the heart of ACSD caning happens in advance, at the advanced level. That's where you get introduced to the quote unquote the dance, what caners in ACSD refer to as the dance. And in that dance, that's where you have, you know, the world, you're going from the horse and buggy to the Lear jet in terms of your potential for application, for combative application, for self-protection, for better movement, for better brain training, hand-eye coordination, better balance, better stability, kinesthetic awareness, all these things that with age tend to decline. That's where it begins, and we have the structure, we have the blueprint, the key to get you there. So that should be a goal. If you graduated leader, that's where you want to go next. If you graduated advanced, naturally you want to move to the master's level. We have master level graduates there. That training is directly with me, and we can still deliver it in the same way that we do the challenge. Now, during this time is a great time because we're cycling over again, right? We use rotational curriculum, so I'm not going to get real heavy into that now, but just know that doesn't matter where you come in, we know how to guide you and how to pick it up and give you the corrective so that you keep that progress needle moving forward. One more thing about training and Cane Self-Defense University. The founding member, we're doing 7.0. We're moving to a brand new learning management system, and new courses are coming in. And that's exciting. We had a founding members membership. That's already gone. That's that expired already. And many of you availed yourself of that, and we're happy. Now we're going through a grandfathering period from now in December until January. That's it. We're switching over to a tiered format. But right now, for one fee, and I'll tell you that fee is $67 a month. That one fee is all inclusive of all the courses and all the materials. Now that's different than having the coach watching you and on a weekly basis and weekly classes. This is where you have access to the entire portal and all the courses, including courses that we don't offer on a weekly basis and topics that we don't, caner wellness and everything from all aspects of the cane culture. If you want to avail yourself, we're grandfathering everybody in before we move into this new tiered format where you're going to have to choose what you want. Do you want cane only? Do you want cane and empty hand translations? There's a different membership for that. So you'll have 2 or 3 different options. But right now you can get it all for, it's kind of like the all-you-can-eat buffet of caning. Now, let's talk canes. That's training, and that's most important. You saw me with this. This is a spinner, and that's what I was with out there, and this is just for speed, accuracy, ease of use. Using it in the workout, I use different tools. Our number one cane still remains the Raven out there. This is the aircraft grade aluminum tool. This is our top seller across all boards. At some point, if you're a serious caner, every caner at one point is going to have one of these, okay? They sell out several times a year. Still the only one that comes with a certificate of ownership signed by me personally. And this one we handle in-house. The other thing is, because we have control of it, we can get it out to you sooner than if you're ordering anything with wood, because wood it's what's going on in the industry. There's about a 30-day delay depending on the model that you're choosing and all that. But this is the aircraft grade aluminum Raven, and it's the top tool in its category, and this was designed to be a self-defense cane. If you're coming into training, those of you moving into a 6-week challenge, it's your first cane. The Raven for self-defense might seem a bit heavy to you because if you have weak wrist, if you have arthritis, if you have carpal tunnel, that's where you want to go. If you just want a training cane that you can beat up and can withstand the rigors of training, then you're going to go with a Player. The Player is a 7/8 with an octagonal shaft. That is the top training cane. Then you move into the category of hybrids. And the first hybrid out there that we put out was that Crimson Spinner. This is the XL version. What a beautiful cane. Look at the eyes on that guy. So it's a cane that was designed for ease of use, speed, maneuverability, and handling, but it also has the self-defense features that you might want in there, including a horn that is designed for a quick release response. The ACB 32. So if you're coming to Immersion, in February, you need to have an ACB 32 cane. It's an American cane boxing, was designed specifically for that. It's a shorter cane. 32 stands for 32 inches. The rule of thumb is you're going to subtract 4 inches from your standard carry. Comes with a palm rest and that 7/8. So it's a light cane. It's a 7/8 diameter, designed for both hands on there and tied into that. Now, what I have here is the natural color. If you're going with the oxblood red, my personal favorite, or the black, or the gunstock brown, just an it turns, you know, an average looking cane into a thing of beauty. Okay, so something to consider as well when you're picking these canes up. Do you want it to train? Are you okay with banging that one up and chipping it and dropping it? Or is it going to be more of your carry cane? And then lastly, in our lineup there, and this is not the all-inclusive, but I'm talking about the top canes, the more popular ones, the top hybrid right there in terms of looks and functionality and everything else, is that Silent Night. And take a look at that guy with the palm rest, black with the green eyes, or you can put red eyes on there, and all the work done on the shaft. Again, hybrids for ACSD. I put those together. I designed them for speed, ease of use, handling, very easy to handle. You're always going to be first with this cane, but again, look at the palm rest for comfort, but it becomes a personal protection extensor, right? If you know what you're doing with it, it has all the features that you want on a self-defense cane. So these things are what make, there's also merch on there. You can call about the shirts, Caner for Life shirts and all that, but these are the items that would make for a more enjoyable, if you're a caner, you're thinking of getting into this, these are some of the items, the top items that would make for a great caner Christmas and holiday season. Okay, so if you have any questions, listen, the best way to do this, text the letter CCC for Cane Clarity Call, so we can have a conversation, find out, tell me where you're at, and we'll guide you in that direction with both canes and with training. CCC, text the letters to 305-745-7839, or give us a call. We're here during the holidays. We close on Christmas Day and Eve, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but otherwise we're here for you. The number is 800-289-8188. I'm Joe Robaina for American Cane Self-Defense, wishing you all a healthful, happy, and peaceful Christmas and holiday season. Stay safe. Keep caning.